The flukes are a species of hideously ugly bugs that live exclusively in the royal waterways. They don't seem to have much purpose other than just eating, similar to creatures like your mom. They survive because the fluke mom, the mother of all the flukes, is constantly producing more children. This is similar to many insect species in real life, since they just produce thousands of children without caring for them in hopes that some of them survive. There are several types of flukes. The youngest type is the fluke fay, which can be vomited out of the fluke mom on demand to defend herself. The fluke fays are also very fast, and they eat pretty much anything in sight except for the flukes. The second type is the fluke mon. When killed, they split into two parts. The top half can fly, and the bottom half is the bug equivalent of all gas, no brakes. The third type of fluke is the fluke munga. These were added in the Godmaster update, and you can find them on the way to the junk pit. They are the embodiment of what happens when you never exercise and only play League of Legends. Maybe this is why the fluke dad went to get the milk conveniently located outside of Hallownest. They also fill the nearby tunnels with grease, which helps them move at high speeds. Is this Team Cherry's way of telling us to touch grass? Another type of fluke we find is the fluke hermit. She's different from the other flukes in that she's an NPC, and possibly the only fluke with sentience. She likes to collect trash from the junk pit, thinking it's treasure. While she can't really speak in a normal way, she can still give extra lore information about the flukes. She says things like, "Noisy, glah glah, scary up, stay here, glah," indicating that the flukes are scared to go beyond the waterways. She also says, "Stronger, glah glah, bigger, mother," indicating that she too thinks your mom is fat. The final type of fluke is the fluke mom herself. She's the one who spawns all the other flukes. Her statue in the Hall of Gods describe her as an alluring god of motherhood, which is indeed a statement that can be made. She's also described to have an angry glow by the fluke hermit when dream-nailed, implying that the fluke marm is also infected. After all, she does give off orange particles when hit, a characteristic shared with other infected enemies. When she dies, she drops the fluke nest charm, which changes your vengeful spirit ability to shoot a bunch of small flukes instead. Using this charm feels like trying to drive your friend's car, and the brakes are somehow simultaneously more and less sensitive than you're used to. Fun fact, the look of the flukes changes whether or not you have unlocked Shade Soul. What's interesting is that this charm is described as a living charm, born in the gut of a fluke mom. Was this supposed to be another fluke fay, or perhaps something else? We might not ever know for sure, but what we do know is that when we equip this charm and talk to the fluke hermit, she freaks out and questions if she'll be the next mother. Perhaps this charm is an indicator that the previous fluke mom died and that another fluke must take her place. A couple more things to point out. The fluke hermit seems to be afraid of the Godseeker. This proves that the fluke hermit didn't put the chains around the Godseeker's cocoon. One final thing, the fluke mom and Hornet share the same voice actors, meaning that Silksong is, canonically, a game about finding the fluke dad once again and helping him on his quest to find the milk.